Yeah, cleaning up a case like a missing spot. So now the cops are bitter like a walk. Get her out to me, she can tell a lot. Give it a minute, she can see it, now you're hella caught. Sick and bit by bit, your plans are botched. By a vivid who can kick you down a notch. Think you're clever, show her what you got. You never died before? Well, here's your shot.
Wait. I need time to think.
Salim, by the time you think, it might be too late. What Nina saw in your Mark's room, the broken glass, the bruises, you said it yourself. Signs of a struggle?
All the nurses trying to restrain her because of a seizure.
A seizure, you yourself said was sus.
If Mark really had a seizure, her best bet could be staying put at Golden Light.
But if I'm right, she could be in danger unless we pull her out. Actually, if there is something shady going on at Golden Light, pulling Auntie Rahaya out might prompt them to finish the job.
Mr. Peters, you sure you've told us everything about Marian Andrews?
What the hell do you mean?
This is my mother, Mr. Peters. Okay? So I don't have time to be polite. If you're not telling us about anything bad that Marian Andrews might have been
Then I may have been
whatever,
conspiring with her.
I need to know who is
That doesn't give you the right to make baseless accusations.
Oi!
Cheryl, you should be resting.
How to rest when you're making so much noise? What's going on?
This is the last conversation that I'm going to have with you.
Did you get Madam Rahaya's medical report? That would be a good place to start.
Why do you all think I don't know how to do my job?
Salim.
Of course I asked for a medical report. They say it's not ready.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
To be fair, medical reports take time to prepare.
Especially if they want to fake the report and make it say what they want it to say.
Nina's got a point. If there is something going on, why would they give a police officer anything that would hint at the truth?
What if someone other than a police officer starts asking around through back channels?
Mr. Peters, if you mean yourself, you're too high profile. People will start to talk and alarm bells will go off.
Do you have a better idea?
If they won't give us the medical report, then we have to get it ourselves.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Let's infiltrate Golden Light and get the report ourselves.
Yeah. Why not?
Wait, but
on.
who? Marian Andrews knows Inspector Salim. She's friends with Noel. She's been to the restaurant before, so she knows the both of us. She saw Aunty Lee on the news. Yana's overseas, so that leaves us with
Me. She hasn't seen me.
You know I think about you every day, right? At first it was just missing you, wishing you were here with me. But after we found out about the money...
Rosie.
No. You always have the final word, the final say. Even after you left me with the shop house, restaurant. It's my turn now. I had to ask myself, was my ML a good man or a bad man? Did he buy Aunty Lee's delights with his own hard-earned money or other people's? I suppose at the end of the day, knowing or not knowing doesn't change anything. You're dead, but I'm still here. And the only thing left to do is to decide how I want to remember you. You carry on. I decided I want to remember the good man. The ML who always reached out his hand to hold mine, to steady me whenever we climbed up a steep staircase. The ML who drove out to Hague Road in a thunderstorm to get me my favorite putu piring. And the ML who always insisted that we say, "See you," instead of goodbye, whenever we had to leave each other because goodbye was too final. So goodbye, sayang.
Are you?
I'm all right. Just mild cramps.
Maybe she'll get you back to the hospital.
The keyword, no, is mild. The doctor says it's normal.
If it's enough to prevent you from sleeping.
Do I look that crappy?
I know when you had a bad night.
It wasn't the cramps. After the DNA, after it was all over, you know what was the first thing I thought? It's finally over. No more agonizing, no more back and forth. Should we give our baby a chance to live, or are we just bringing our baby into the world just to suffer? The decision was made for us. And then as soon as I felt that sense of relief, I felt
The guilt.
Could we have done more to prevent this? What
What if we wanted this but we were just afraid to admit it? No, I'll get this.
No, Hoods. Ma, what I...
They're letting me in now.
Be careful, okay? Anything goes wrong, get out and call us. Salim's on standby, ready to go in.
Don't worry. I've got this.
Actually,
That day, when you came to the kopitiam, you wanted to tell me about the baby, right? Why didn't you say anything?
Because I thought of the conversation we would have had, and then I realized I didn't want to hear it.
Nonsense.
Is it? Well, tell me you weren't going to say, girl, it's not your fault, girl. You cannot control these things, girl. Maybe you should leave it to fate. Right or not? Sorry, I just so sick and tired of people telling me the same things over and over again.
I know. But you know, it really isn't your fault. Anyway, I was already going to come here even before Noah called.
What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong.
If nothing's wrong, you would have just called or texted.
It's just that Vipa and I decided we are going to rent a room from your tuaku. Yeah, we are old already. And also recently, your pa's condition is starting to feel more pain in his leg and his spine. It's not good. So we thought if we stay together, we can take care of each other and also save a bit of money.
You're selling the flat?
You know, your room, we haven't touched it since you left. If there's anything you don't want, you can let me know. I can settle it. Or maybe one day you can come back to the flat.
Today. Maybe after Noel comes back with breakfast.
Today? You don't want to rest?
It's an off day for the restaurant today, and it's not like I have anything better to do than to lie down and feel like crap.
Are you ready for the grand tour, Miss Chan?
Your IC? She's registered for the visit.
Call me Abigail.
I'm Marion, the director here. This is Raymond. Noel said you want to admit your parents.
My grandma, actually. But my parents sent me. They're lawyers, always too busy to do anything themselves, but just want to micromanage everything. They asked me to get the ball rolling.
Well, as you know, there is a waiting list.
A waiting list of at least 10 months deep. Yes, I do know. Our family friend, Noel Peters, told us all the more reason to start planning early, don't you think?
Of course. Let us show you what Golden Light has to offer.
And that was our activities room.
Does your grandmother like music?
She listens to classical music. Used to play the violin, in fact.
Oh, then she'll love the recitals and concerts we put together for the residents on the weekends.
Between that and your lavish menu in the dining hall and other amenities, this is nice.
There's a reason Golden Light is the #1 ranked elder care facility in Singapore.
I'm impressed. And I'm sure my parents will be just as impressed. Except, my parents are lawyers. They do a lot of work in corporate and financial governance. They work with a lot of companies and organizations that look good on the outside. Until it turns out they are bleeding money and they suddenly go bust. And everyone suffers.
We can assure you our finances are all in order.
Then can we look at the paperwork? Your audits, budget reports, they should all be public information anyway, right?
Of course. I can get Raymond to email you copies later.
No offense, but my parents taught me just how easy it is to doctor digital records. Hard copies, made from the originals, verified by an eyewitness is much safer.
That is very, very unorthodox.
I know, and I'm sorry, but my parents insist. My parents are so keen for my grandma to live out the rest of her life under the best possible care that they are willing to pay top dollar and donate even more. They just need some reassurance.
Marion, Miss Andrews, I don't...
Of course. If you follow me to my office, we'll get you that reassurance.
What are we celebrating?
Mom, I thought you wanted to sleep in.
I tried. Cheryl's mother is visiting, so all the walking and talking outside, I thought I might as well just start the day. Now, what is going on?
You want the short version or the long version?
Well, the restaurant is closed for today, so I have time for the long version.
The long and the short of it is, you'll find that all our records are in order.
Here. Hard copies of our financial records for the last 3 years, and the originals for your verification.
I need my reading glasses. Oh my god, I did not see the car. I'm so sorry.
Raymond, tissue!
Yeah, wait. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Where's it? Wet. No, it's okay. It's quite dry. No, there's no problem there.
I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry I didn't see the car.
Don't worry about it. We have it covered. No
We got it,
Got this, yeah.
Where's the ladies?
Turn right end of the corridor.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right back.
Are you okay?
Where's Pa?
Working part-time in the hardware shop. Just talk, chochok customers. Nowadays, a lot of things he cannot do, but talk he still can do. Come, let's go and settle your room.
What's that?
Remember how I was telling you about how Gabby was going undercover at Golden Light? Gabby just came through.
Abigail, you all right there?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's with the wheelchair?
We did a little background check on you. You want to admit your grandmother. But how can we do that when both your grandmothers have already passed on? That's it. Just give in.
Looks exactly like the day I left.
Your pa,
Yeah, I know he doesn't throw away anything.
we kept it like this in case you came back. I like to come in here now and then. I wasn't a good mother. I know that. And I know that you hated it that I was not strong enough to stand up to your father.
Ma,
But I want you to know that sometimes in a marriage, when two people want to live together, it isn't about standing up for yourself. We are who we are. We will never change. I will never change. Your pa will never change. You will never change, and neither will Noel. Sometimes when two people want to stay together, Maybe it's about concentrating on what you like about each other and tolerating what you don't.
Ma, you have a trash bag?
No, I got a box for you.
No. I want a trash bag. If I want to move forward, I can't keep holding on to the past. I'm not keeping anything.
I can see the hole for the first time in so long. Hold me up, hold me up, hold me up again.
Wait. Go back. That one. You see that?
Looks like someone put correction fluid on this and then printed Aunty Rohaya's name over it,
And it says here, she has type 2 diabetes.
which she definitely does not have. That means this isn't Aunty Rohaya's real medical report.
Nina, look at this doctor's name and tell me I'm not seeing things.
Edmund Yong.
This is Edmund Yong.
He's helping me to take care of my son.
I'm the resident doctor responsible for Leonard's health.
Organ trafficker and murderer Edmund Yong? Didn't he run away? How did he get back into Singapore?
That's what I want to know, but that doesn't matter right now. If this is the same Edmund Yong, it can only mean trouble. Especially for Salim's mother. And Gabby.
Miss Andrews, you know there's no way out.
That's such an old cliche. I thought you'd be more original.
You want original? How about this?
Aunty Lee.
If you don't let Gabby go right now, I'm gonna go over there and give you one tight slap.
Yeah,
Sharon.
there are 5 of us and just one of you. Sure. Let's see if you can come over quickly enough before she gets a seizure and goes into a coma. Just like the inspector's mother.